Stand by for ludicrous speed.
Okay, my dear Greg Saunders.
Gregory.
Eagle looking great. Your go.
Greg Saunders.
Greg Saunders.
Greg Saunders!
Wow. Hey, great.
I got it.
We interrupt this sound file to bring you a terrifying announcement.
Are you aware that you're leaking coolant at an alarming rate?
Show us the skills that have made you a media darling.
Well, I'm glad we got all that out in the open.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Saturday Morning Stateline Show.
Oh, my buddy Tom, you know, the old-timey Western saloons, they all look really, really cool until you realize all those drinks were warm.
Yeah.
I'm Greg. He's Tom. It's your Saturday Morning Stateline Show, the 11th day of December, the year 2021, the latest it's ever been.
In the history of mankind.
Correct as usual. Thanks for tuning in, joining in, watching live, watching recorded, sharing, liking, subscribing, all that YouTube-y stuff.
And today's show is brought to you by Simply Peach.
Hello, Simply Peach.
You see how good it is? I've drank most of it already. Not really. We're not really sponsored by anybody.
Is it more peachy or more orangey?
It's peachy.
It is really peachy. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I like that brand of juice.
Well, it's Simply Peach. It's not Simply Orange. It's Simply Peach. It is good. It really is good.
Okay, confession time.
All right.
Before I get to the big number of the week, confession time. If I'm buying orange juice, I choose like the Grove Stand high pulp juice.
No confession necessary. I love high pulp. I absolutely love high pulp.
I know when I was younger, I thought that was kind of gross to be drinking the pulp, but now it's like,
gotta have the pulp. It makes it feel like it's more orange juice.
I'm really eating.
Gotta have the pulp.
Love me some pulpy orange juice.
That's right. And I hate anything that's orange juice blend or 50% or orange drinky stuff, whatever. No, it's got to be orange juice. Period.
Give me the real stuff.
That simple.
Big number of the week this week. Tom will be happy. It's a really big number. It's 7.3 billion. Yes.
All right, 7.3 billion. Right on, baby.
Our recent score here is 8-7. Tom with a narrow 1 point lead over Joann in our race to 10.
Wow, in just 2 weeks, I could actually win my first breakfast.
Could win. Planning or profit is the answer this week. Planning or profit, 7.3 billion. And we'll give you the answer before the end of the show.
All right, sounds good.
I wanted to load up one more picture if I can get here. I had time and just didn't get to it. So I'm going to see if this picture I want is still here in my downloads. I'm looking at my downloads and where now it's not there. Maybe it's there. No, it's not there either. Okay, that's all right. We'll live without it. Oh, there we go. There's what I'm looking for. I wanted to grab that. Can I grab more than one? No, I can only grab one at a time. All right, open this. Ooh, look at this. All right, I better black myself, otherwise it's going to look terrible. Look at these wonderful people, at least half of the people, and the best Christmas pageant ever. This is our directing team. Are you even seeing it now?
Yeah, I can see it.
You got Chris and Aaron.
Yep.
The Bradys are leading up the directing team.
Dun, 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 dun.
Cassie,
here's the story.
Our music director, Christine, our stage manager, and then we have Michael and Bethany, and one name is escaping me and it's cut off and I can't say it. That's terrible, isn't it? Let's see if I can. I can't see it.
The costume designer.
Yes.
Well, let's just call her Rachel.
Well,
that'd be funny if that was her name.
That's not her name. Bethany's the costume designer. Well, this isn't going to work the way I hoped it would, so I'm going to have to do something else. So let's go back to none here for the moment. Oh, and I got to turn the camera back on. Yeah, we opened the show this week at Starlight Theater, the best Christmas pageant ever. We are having so much fun, just an absolute blast. And if you've never seen the show, you need to check it out. It is a lot of fun. There's let's see, there's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whoops, I don't want to do that either. This is really janky. I apologize. Should have had all this stuff ready earlier.
Sorry, we were busy talking Bear Packer football.
We were busy. It's Tayana. I almost called her Tanya. It's Tayana. She's our assistant choreographer with Michael, and did just wonderful work with these kids. It's absolutely awesome what they've done with these kids, and we're having so much fun with this show. So let's see. I've got 5, 3, and 1. So I still need 4 and 2. There we go. All right. let's see if this is any better or worse. This could be another train wreck. It's all part of doing this show different than we've ever done before. If I share down, if I choose, how do I do this now? Oh, share screen. There we go. Share screen. Oh, good. This'll work. So here is share screen number 1. Look at these kids. Iris and Leo and Hannah, Carter, Alex, and really the star of the show is this gal right here. Imogen Brady plays Imogene Herdman, the leader of the horrible Herdmans. And
what does it say? Claude Herdman.
Claude. Yeah, that's Claude.
Okay.
Ralph,
you were on the one on top. Okay. Okay.
Imogen and Hannah are good friends, and they're part of the horrible Herdmans. And then, yeah, these are the 6 kids that ruin our town. And then we have, if I share number 2, you've got these awesome kids over here. Addie and Ben, Emma, Amelie, Pearson, and Elijah. And special shout out to Pearson today. Pearson was our recipient of, in Broadway theater, on Broadway, they have this tradition where they honor one of the ensemble with a robe at the opening night of the show. And then every night of the show, that honoree wears the robe and everyone touches it for good luck. And it's just kind of the way to say, hey, this person really exemplifies who we are as a cast and how, just the culture of what we're aiming for as far as who we want to be as a company. And Pearson's just been so awesome. They all have been, but he's just been an awesome part of the cast, and showing just his attitude and personality and everything has just been awesome. So kudos to the guy who plays my son in the show, Elmer Hopkins. That's Pearson. All right, so that's number 2. Let's see if I can get a hold of number 3. Here's number 3. And these kids, you got Avery and Ophelia, London, Abby, Olivia, and Dylan. Our littlest member, Dylan, I think she's 5.
Wow.
I think she's 5. I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm positive she's the youngest cast member. I think I'm the oldest.
That's funny.
I think even on the creative team of everybody that's doing the show, I'm pretty sure I'm I might not be. There might be one other person that's slightly older than me, but
It's getting to that time in my life where I find myself the oldest in most of the gatherings I'm at, like at trivia. I'm the oldest there, Yeah. Sometimes when we've got a gathering at, obviously the family gatherings, I'm the oldest. Unless like my mother-in-law's over or something like that. You know.
I embrace that. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I don't care really.
It's better than the alternative.
Age is just a number.
And then here's the adult members of our cast. Melissa and Dennis play the Mr. and Mrs. Bradley. There's that Greg guy, Reverend Hopkins. Becca, who's got various parts in the show. Kathy. Well, you know what? There you go. Kathy's a little older than I am. Tessa, Jordan, and Katrina, who's brand new to Starlight. Most of these people you've probably seen on stage before at some point, whether at Starlight or at a high school play or something like that. But Katrina's brand new to Rockford. She just moved here a year ago and brand new to Starlight. So
cool.
Adult folks on our cast. And then
I should try out for Starlight.
You should. It'd be fun.
Yeah.
All right, last one here. And that's, again, the directing team. Chris and Aaron Brady. Chris, who is the lead director of all things RVC Starlight Theater. Cassie Johnson, who's an amazing singer and performer in her own right. She's doing the musical directing. You won't see her on stage at all during this show, but she is directing us all. Christine is our stage manager. Michael, Tiana, and Bethany. Awesome team to make this all happen. And then we've got this crew that are none of those are pictured here, but we've got a crew of about 8 to 10 folks who are making things happen behind the scenes, keeping things moving smoothly.
Audio, lights, stuff like that.
And it's always important. Crew is always important. Spotlight operators and stuff like that.
Right.
Even more so in this show now because it's a shorter show and we have no intermission. So there's some scene changes that need to take place quickly to keep the show flowing, and they just nail it. It's awesome what they're able to do with this. So huge kudos to our backstage crew, who shall remain nameless and faceless and all wearing black, and you'll never know they were there. Well, you'll know they were there, but they were trying to make sure they're as ninja as they can possibly be.
Yeah,
we love it. So, all right, so that's obviously my biggest of my shout outs this week is All Things Starlight Theater. Our opening was Thursday night. Even in the icky weather last night, we still had a really nice turnout at the theater. And today we've got 2 big shows, 2:00 and 7:00, and then tomorrow again at 2. So 3 opportunities to catch the show this weekend, and then we'll do it all again next weekend. As far as the theater goes right now, because we're on the campus of Rock Valley College, they are requiring you to fill out a form regarding COVID, and basically the form is, have you been vaccinated, or have you gotten a negative test in the last 7 days? So,
all right,
that's what they're asking for. And for those who are going to the show today and hearing this for the first time, going, there are some immediate places around Rockford where you can go and get a test done within.
And be careful, because some of them are free. They're little like, I don't know, wooden sheds or whatever. But some of them are free, but some of them are $49 for the immediate. So
yeah, look online. I know there's ones in town that are.
There's one in the I call it the Meadowmart Shopping Center. It shows how old I am, because that's what it used to be. It's where the backyard barbecue is.
Bar and Grill.
Yeah, backyard bar and grill. What is it? Hidden Treasures. That's what I'm thinking of. It's in that parking lot in the corner, which would be, I don't know, the northwest corner of the parking lot, but it is on the east side of the street. There's one way out on 173 by Onyx.
Yep. There's one on 11th Street.
Yeah.
Just south of the Taco Bell. Just gonna throw you some of these awesome pictures that Dean has been taking of our best Christmas pageant ever. There's Pearson receiving his stocking. Look at this photo. These are the Horrible Herdmans all singing together and being all awesome.
The Horrible Herdmans.
Yeah. And opening night in the cabin. The big opening scene, which is a raucous, rowdy mess. It's awesome. Cool.
Is this an original, or is this something that's been done many times?
This is a book.
Okay.
There is a book called the worst cross-out best Christmas pageant ever.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how old the book is. I think it's been around for at least a decade or more, maybe a lot longer. I don't know for sure.
It seems familiar. It seems like I'd heard it before.
Well, they made a musical out of this. I want to say it was like 5-ish or 6 years ago, maybe. And it's just caught on. It's the music's great. There's a lot of comedy to it. It's more funny than anything else, but there's some tear-jerking moments in it too. So they want to bring a Kleenex or a second mask, because you'll be wearing a mask throughout the whole show as the audience. The cast is optional as far as masks go. Most of us aren't wearing it during the stage time of our performances, but December 9th through the 12th, so this weekend, and then next weekend all over again, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday and Sunday. And come on out. It's a great time. Other than, I think that covers most of that. I want to take one more quick peek at something before I move on. And there we go. So the other thing that happened this week that actually has affected me in the show a little bit, I hurt my back last Saturday.
Really?
And normally I wouldn't even say anything about it because, whatever. No, we all hurt ourselves once in a while. Big deal. Sometime in the last 2 weeks, I slightly hurt my back, and I thought no big deal of it. And then Saturday I did something. Last Saturday after the show, I was helping a friend move and picked up something heavy with someone else, and my back said, "No, what are you doing? Stop!" I had to go up against a wall and just stand there for a while. And I'm like, "I'm sorry, but I'm done. I can't. This is not good. Something just went on my back." And
yeah, that's why you don't help people move.
Now,
remember this. Oh, I'm sorry, Kenny. I can't help you move into your new home with your new bride back,
Oh, man. Yeah. So I've taken more pain meds this week than I normally take. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But I need to get through this whole performance before I think I, get it actually checked out in case that's, in case it needs something more serious than just some pain meds. Yeah. I guess maybe, I don't know. Do I want to see it's a muscle thing. It's not a spine thing. So I don't know if I need to see a chiropractor or just my general doctor. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, good morning, Veda. Oh my goodness. My dog's joining me down here today.
Wow.
It's a rarity. She don't.
Yeah. Hey, my puppy dog right here.
I'd pick her up on camera and she'd see my Danish and she'd be like, "I'll take that."
Yeah.
No Danish for you, dog. No, you don't need any more sugar.
Yeah.
She doesn't get sugar. Let's see what else is going on. As far as real estate goes, this week was my week to finish up my continuing education classes. So I've got all my hours done as of yesterday of continuing education, so I get to keep my license for another 2 years in Illinois. So I'm still here.
Good for you. Good for you.
I'm still here and kicking butt in the real estate world. I actually missed last week. I missed a pretty momentous occasion in my career. For the first time in my career, I passed 50 transactions in a year.
Wow. It's almost one a week.
It's almost one a week. And actually,
it is one a week if you figure 2 weeks for vacation.
I'm at 52 now. So it's been I've averaged one a week this year.
Yeah.
Which,
I would imagine that's pretty good.
Well, they say the average realtor does between 5 and 7 transactions a year. So I think I'm doing all right. Kudos to Team Sold on Tony. The reason
Wait a minute. 5 and 7, and you've done 52?
Yeah.
It's Aaron Rodgers-esque.
Don't ask me how many interceptions I've thrown. No.
Yeah. No, but I understand the way you guys do it is a little bit different than the way most others do it. You guys kind of share the wealth or whatever. So, and you do it as an entire team effort.
Yeah. And to put that in perspective, last year, our lead listing specialist who specializes in only working with sellers, I think he closed 160. 100. It was over 150. I know that for sure. But
Wow.
That's amazing stuff. Find another agent anywhere that's closed that many, and it's very, very short list. So
yeah, that is really, really cool.
Team sold on Tony. Keller Williams Realty Signature is here to help you with your real estate needs, and we know what we're doing. So,
all right, but enough about you. How about those Packers?
Packers, man. How about that week off?
Yeah, that week off was awesome. Aaron Rodgers still has a slightly broken toe, I guess. I mean, here's a guy who's got a broken toe, and he's still probably going to go in there and light it up. I'm not calling for, Packers are going to, I'm not going to say they're going to win 42-10 or something like that, but it's happened before.
Yeah.
They've thrown 40 points up on the Bears, and the Bears right now are in bad shape. They do have Justin Fields coming back, though. And Justin Fields gives them a little oomph. It's not Andy Dalton. It's not Nick Foles. It's Justin Fields. He's good. And he's completely, fully healthy now.
If Coach Nagy lets Justin Fields do Justin Fields things, they can be dangerous, and especially if Montgomery is healthy and running.
Yeah, right, because it gives him two options. But here's part of the problem. Maybe Coach Nagy should this week get a pass on letting him do his thing, because you've got a guy with injured ribs, and what Justin Fields likes to do is run with the ball one good lick, and he's back out. So maybe he should scale it down this week. He gets a free pass this week. I wouldn't let him go crazy. But and Justin Fields has proved he's a pretty good pocket passer. He's pretty good when given time. What I would do if I were the Packers is I would blitz the daylights out of him. Do it in the first quarter, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. If it doesn't work, fine. You readjust. You got a whole game in which to control the clock and let Aaron Rodgers do his thing. Because remember, he's somewhat injured as well. So this game could go either way. I'm not saying that the Bears are going to win. I'm not saying, I don't know. But this game could go either way. It could be 27-21 Chicago, and no one's going to bat an eye. No one's going to say, wow, I can't believe the Packers lost to the Bears. No, it's always a good game. It's a rivalry. Mm-hmm. There's always a chance that the Bears are going to win.
I guess my question would be, is the strategy, the weather in Green Bay, if it's going to be anything like it's supposed to be in Rockford tomorrow, it's probably going to be really nice.
Yeah.
Warmer and definitely not frozen tundra like. So will the teams be passing more or running more? If there's a lot of running, clock runs, lower scoring game typically. But if the one team gets up on the other early and the passing starts coming out and the clock stops a lot, it could end up being a high scoring game.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen? That's where I'm kind of debating my prediction is like, which way do we go? Here's what I want to see, Tom. Here's what I want to see. I want to see 31-6 at halftime. And the second half, it's all the Kurt Bankert show. Aaron Rodgers on the bench, backup Kurt on the field. Hype. I mean, I loved seeing him in the preseason. He was really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I love following him on social media. The dude is just really cool, really fun. And I want to see Kurt Bankert on the field for at least a quarter, if not a whole half.
I don't think you'd see the whole half because a couple of quick plays here and there, and now it's 31-17 and 31-21, and now you're okay, Aaron, get your helmet. You don't want to do that. You don't want to bring back Aaron Rodgers after he sat there and got warm and
I'm not predicting.
Got cold, but you know what I mean.
That's my ideal situation. So if that were to happen, that'd be sweet. My prediction will be by the end of the third quarter, I do think the Packers will be up enough that Kurt Bankert gets on the field.
I hope so because I would hate to think, when Aaron Rodgers, the 3 times that he's been injured significantly, actually 4 times he's been significantly injured. 2 or 3 of them were at the hands of the Bears. The one in 2018, They injured his ankle on the first game of the season. The Bears were up 20-0 early in the third quarter. Khalil Mack had just intercepted a pass when it was 10-0, and he took it all the way to the house for a 17-0 lead. And then it was 20-0 because the Bears kicked a field goal early in the third quarter. This was in Green Bay. It was opening day 2018. That was the game where Aaron Rodgers comes back after being carted off. He comes back in, and he brings them back, and they won 24-23. Remember that?
Killer team. That was just a killer game.
My goodness. That was it. And then and that was the year the Bears went 12-4, by the way. Matt Nagy's first year. I want to say the Packers were 11-5 or 10-6, whatever. They both made the playoffs. They didn't play each other in the playoffs, and Bears were knocked out in the very first game. Cody Parkey, doink doink. Double doink.
Eagles. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, to the Eagles. And then the Eagles won the Super Bowl. That's right.
That was that was actually kind of fun to watch the Eagles make that run. That was
it was. And anytime Tom Brady loses in a Super Bowl, I'm not a Tom Brady hater. It's old hat. I don't want to see it anymore. Just go away, go retire. You got a beautiful wife, you got billions of dollars. Just go away. Just go. And take Gronkowski with you.
Have you caught any of the Eagles now with that new quarterback they've been playing with this year,
Gardner Minshew? From, yeah.
Wow, that guy's hyper.
Well, he is. He was the Jacksonville quarterback. He was all the rage about 3 years ago. Yeah, when he replaced, I think it was Blake Bortles, and Minshew Mania, they called it.
How did I miss that? I totally missed that.
I don't know. Yeah, he was all the rage 2 or 3 years ago, and then he kind of like a flash in the pan, and then he just kind of fell off the edge of the earth. And now he's back, and Jalen Hurts is injured, so Gardner Minshew.
Good for you, Garner. Keep it up, buddy. Joann, you can jump in at any time. We're about ready to get into our SMS info for the week. I don't think I had any other specific shout outs this week. Good morning, Joann.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm still not sure if any of our Starlight folks will jump in here at the last minute, but they're welcome.
We're having Starlight folks today.
Starlight Theater folks, the open invitation. The invitation was made open to the cast last night to join our podcast today, and most of the kids were like, on Saturdays I sleep in. I don't even get up until 8 o'clock. Forget that.
Oh well.
They don't like us.
Right.
They don't like us.
That's all right. And I had to confess too. I'm like, honestly, Saturday's usually the only day of the week I get up this early. But usually at this time during the week, I'm starting to think about getting out of bed.
Really? You're not like at the office at 8 o'clock in the morning?
No. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Not anymore. It's, I've talked about this before too. When I first got into real estate, I had a lot of real estate and insurance professionals. The successful ones that I sought advice from, they all pretty much said the same thing. And they said the first 4 to 5 years of your career, you're going to want to work like crazy to build your database, connect with all your friends and family so that they know you're in real estate. And by about right around the 5th year, it starts to dawn on people that you've made this career change and you're actually doing it and doing well, and you'll start getting a lot more leads. So the first, 5 years of doing this career with Team Sold on Tony, I was in the office every day, a lot of times even 6 days a week, working a phone, working the internet, working, the emails and all that stuff to just promote the fact that I'm in real estate and I'm here to help. And sure enough, by about year 5 and 6, that really started, the database started feeding me back again. I was feeding the database for 4 or 5 years, and now it's starting to feed me back. So this last couple of years has just been awesome. And I was just mentioning to Tom a little earlier, Joann, that this is my first year that I've ever done over 50 transactions.
Wow.
And over 40 of them are personal transactions, and the other ones were referral transactions to other agents in other areas. So And that wasn't even my goal this year. That was my goal was to get somewhere between 30 and 36, and I'd be very happy. Well, no, it was a great year. So thanks to all of you and friends and family that have helped spread the word that I'm doing this, and I'm not so bad at it. We got a lot going on this weekend. So our SMS info for the week includes things, of course, like the Festival of Lights, Mississippi Park, which have you both driven? You both driven through there by now, right?
Yeah. Did it a couple of weeks ago.
Mississippi Park. The light display is today is the 11th, and Santa will be there between 6 and 8 today and tomorrow. The lights themselves are all lit up between 5 and 11 p.m. So basically right around 11, they start shutting everything down. Next weekend, Thursday through Sunday, 5 to 11 p.m. Christmas week, they're open. They're on longer, but you definitely want to drive through Mississippi Park off North 2nd Street and take in the annual Festival of Lights. They do such a wonderful job there. Today at Riverside Community Church, they're doing their live nativity. That's tonight from 6 until 9, and then tomorrow from 6 until 9. Hopefully all this wet stuff will be done. I think it stopped raining now, right? So I think this is going to be actually great weather for it the next 2 nights. Drive-through nativity with 6 scenes depicting the birth of Jesus with live animals. Oh, live animals.
Hey, I have never seen a live nativity.
Oh my. Watch
That's
out.
One of the things I'd like to do.
Careful for the camel. They spit. Riverside Community Church is at 6816 North 2nd Street in McChesney Park. And it's this weekend only. 6 till 9.
I think it is actually Loves Park. I think McChesney starts at Harlem Road.
The address for the church says 6816 North 2nd, McChesney Park, 61115 is their zip. So
yeah, okay.
The line's goofy over there. You're right. It's crazy to find the lines where the
yeah, it is. But anyway, regardless, it's right there by the
bail.
Yeah, it's right there by the AutoZone. And also if you find the Ambrose Christmas store on the corner of Windsor and North 2nd, it's just slightly north on the opposite side of the street. So there you go.
That's the spot. Something today only at Midway Village Museum. They're having something called Christmas in the Trenches. It's been over 100 years ago. Or has it been over 100 years ago? Was it World War I?
World War I was 14 to 18, essentially.
Yeah, so over 100 years ago, soldiers on the Western Front of the Great War called an unofficial ceasefire the week of Christmas. They called it. It was came to be known as the Christmas Truce. Mm-hmm. Enemies came together, decorating, exchanging gifts, singing carols, even playing football. And you can learn about this amazing truce and engage as a participant in some of this unique experience. Reenactors recreate this historic truce in the trenches. Visitors can park near the rec path. Parking at the special event location takes place on the museum campus on the southwest side, near the 150-yard trench system replica. And that's happening today from 10 till 11:30. That's it. Today from 10 till 11:30. Tickets at the gate are $12 for adults and $6 for kids. Midway Village Museum is the place, and they always do such an awesome job.
They really do. Such a great place. I worked there a number of years ago when I was in college.
Oh, you did?
I did, yeah.
Before they built the new buildings.
I don't know.
All those buildings are newer.
Well, it was 30 years ago.
Yeah. Mississippi Station is all set up at the Nicholas Conservatory and Gardens. This is that awesome rail track that they set up that took them weeks to put together. Be transported to a magical miniature world. 7 G-scale trains and trolleys run around and down and above you, and all in the lush tropical setting of the Nicholas Conservatory. Miniature Rockford landmarks and willow trestle bridges add to the enchanting ambiance. Mississippi Station Garden Train exhibit today, 4 till 7. A special event today, 4 till 7, a wooden railway workshop. Otherwise, it's open during normal hours every day except Monday at Mississippi Station, Nicholas Conservatory and Gardens, of course, right there on North 2nd Street in Rockford on the river. Looks very, very fun. Wintertime lightscapes at Anderson Japanese Gardens. We talked about this last week, where the first time ever Anderson Japanese Gardens is open in December, and they've got all these awesome lights set up around the gardens. General admission rates apply. For non-members, that means $11 for adults, $10 for seniors, and $9 for students. Recurring daily, open daily, 3:30 to 8, all throughout the month of December. Experience Anderson Gardens in a whole new light. Edgebrook has their last-minute market today from 10 till 5. It's a free admission thing. Obviously, lots of things to buy. Some live music expected there, too. Free hot chocolate. Free events inside the 2 adjacent storefronts next to the postal shop. 19 local makers have been handpicked to offer the highest quality art, wood, home decor, jewelry, clothing, and other crafts. Free handle bag for the first 100 attendees at Edgebrook's Last Minute Market. Edgebrook is on North Alpine Road in Rockford, 10 till 5 today. And then one last thing that's also looking pretty special for today is Luminaria at Severson Dells. I know a lot of different neighborhoods around Rockford get together and do luminarias. They also do this at Severson Dells. Today from 5 to 9, it's free admission, a holiday favorite returning with the candlelit trail, make your own s'mores, winter nature activities, and some live music. Canto Zenzero. I've never heard of Canto Zenzero. Any idea?
Nope.
Masks required inside the building, but not outside. And at Severson Dells Nature Center out on Montague Road. If you've never been out there before, it really is a beautiful place out there on Montague Road, a little southwest of Rockford. So there's a bunch of stuff going on today. University of Illinois Extension has been looking at the demographic trends of the state. And guess what, Joann and Tom? The number of people aged 25 to 49 in Illinois decreased. Can you believe it?
They got older?
No.
They found the fountain of youth?
They're leaving the state. Yeah. Illinois Extension, let's see. Illinois is one of the few states in the country to see a decline in its age group. We also lost population between the ages of 40 and 59. Basically, between the ages of 25 to 59, prime working ages. Most of the time, people don't leave the state that they're working in. Our state people are.
Well, we're taxed to death, and our jobs have gone south and north and east and west.
Everywhere but
anywhere but Illinois. And Indiana says, thank you, JB.
Yeah, bring them over. Some of the cities with the largest population losses. East St. Louis lost 31.5%.
Wow.
31.5% out of East St. Louis. Charleston lost over 20%. The town of Harvey lost nearly 20%. Aurora, 8.8%. And
someone has to see an increase, because where did all these people move?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, Joann. Guess where they went? The top 5 places where they went are
Texas, Florida, Arizona.
No.
Okay.
One of them is a big surprise to me. California.
Oh, okay. Yeah, California.
If you're leaving Illinois to go to California, you're not thinking economically.
Well, that's the reason I didn't say California.
I know, but that's where they're going.
Probably Wisconsin would be in there, because it's an easy
They're
move.
moving to Wisconsin?
Georgia.
Why would anyone move to Wisconsin?
Georgia.
Sorry.
And Washington.
Washington State.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now,
Washington, they're just going gangbusters out there.
Well, I just figured some states needed to have an increase.
Only 2 other states have lost population in the last decade. Those two states were West Virginia and Mississippi. So yeah, that's it. Illinois, West Virginia, Mississippi lost population in the last decade. So there you go. And then speaking of serving the population and driving stuff all over tarnation, Amazon's CEO of worldwide consumer business said the company will probably be the largest U.S. package delivery company by the end of this year. In less than a decade, Amazon has assembled an army of 400,000 delivery drivers.
Jeez.
Wow.
This isn't the big number of the week. 40,000 semis, 30,000 vans, and over 70 planes. So when you drive by the Chicago Rockford International Airport, which I do quite often, and two of my kids work out there at the UPS, you'll see at any given time anywhere from 1 to 5. I think at the most I've seen over there, I think is 5 Amazon planes out of the 70 that are crisscrossing the nation with packages. And that's only going to grow. So kind of amazing what they've done in less than 10 years. When they decided, I think it was the year 2013, the Christmas of 2013, when Amazon ran into a bunch of logistic problems. USPS and UPS and FedEx or whatever, they couldn't handle the amount of stuff that Amazon was shipping out. And that's when they were like, we got to do this ourselves.
Yeah.
So
I still don't know how you can get things in like one day. I mean, it's crazy.
It's amazing. And there's an Amazon distribution center at
it's almost like you think it and you get it.
I know.
I know somebody that ordered something and 2 hours later when he got home, it was on his doorstep.
Yeah, that's kind of scary to me.
A little bit. Yeah.
Center in Kenosha.
I want to wait a week or so.
I
like it when I don't remember what I ordered and it comes and it's like a surprise.
Yeah. Sorry, that part of our life is gone now, Joanne.
I know. I want that.
It's amazing. All right. Here's some randoms for you this week. Dog owners are reminded not to brush their pets' teeth with human toothpaste.
Ew.
Okay.
I didn't get into the weeds on why that is.
Because it's got sugar in it, probably.
Is it too much fluoride? Is there something in the human toothpaste that's not good for dog gums?
They make toothpaste for dogs. Maybe when you run out, you think you can use human toothpaste.
Maybe it's a flavor thing. I don't know. Maybe mint is bad for dogs. I don't know. But it just said dog owners reminded not to brush your pet's teeth with human toothpaste. It's apparently not good for them. This is a cool one, Tom.
Maybe humans should also not chew on rawhide.
There you go.
Sorry.
Sorry, Veda. I'll stop messing with your teeth bone thing.
Quit eating Veda's greenies.
You missed it earlier. She actually came downstairs with me for a moment.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not on camera, but she came down. Last year, for the first time since 1986, Tom, something happened in the music industry. Do you know what?
Oh.
Tom remembers everything.
First time since 1986, something happened in the music industry.
Something to do with the music industry.
Come on, Tom.
If I give you a hint, it'll give it away, I think. It has to do with the playing of music.
Okay. I don't know.
Okay. In 1986, what was the new technology that was overtaking the old technology?
Synthesis, no, auto-tune, I don't know.
Stuff we would buy at the store.
Oh, CDs.
CDs.
Well, actually, 84, the first CD was carved out, and that was Bruce Springsteen's Born in the USA. That was the very first CD ever.
There you go. So within 2.5 years, by 1986, in 1986, that was the last year that vinyl records outsold CDs.
Okay.
More CDs than vinyl has been sold until now.
Gotcha. Okay. That makes sense.
The year 2020, more vinyl was sold than CDs.
Which I don't get. I don't understand that. I don't want to play vinyl.
I've heard the argument for years, even when I was in radio and back in the 90s, playing music radio, there was always this argument about the richness of the sound you get from
I understand it's the crackling and this and that. I love that. I love the sound. But as a DJ, you and I both, I mean, we're not going to haul 300 albums into a DJ hall. I got my computer and I'm going to play all my music off so this is clearly a fad. It's not going to stick. I mean, it is for home use or whatever, but not for DJs. We're digital now, you know?
When I first started DJing gigs, I want to say my first 3 or 4 gigs that I did, I used portable CD players.
Yeah.
I had 2 portable CD players, the small thingies. And then I upgraded and I bought a couple of home console CD players from a what do you call it?
Pawn shop?
Pawn shop. Thank you. I'm brain freeze. From a pawn shop. I bought a couple of Sony and I still have them. At least one of them still works before I upgraded to professional grade. But the thing about using even CDs was if you were on in a venue where the floor was maybe a wood floor and the jumping and dancing could make them skip sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh.
The records for sure would skip, but but even CD players sometimes would skip if things got too rowdy.
Yeah.
So switching to digital solved that problem. But yeah, as far as
I would think with the digital too, I mean, someone would come up and request a song. You just look it up on your computer and find it right away, right?
So much easier.
Where with a CD, you'd be going through all your CDs trying to find, I don't know. I'm not a DJ, so I don't know.
I'd have a stack of CDs next to my CD players of the order of the stuff that like the bride and groom already picked out and I was playing. And then I'd start kind of putting in the requests after that. And it was hard. It was stressful, but
it can be, yeah. And this is all before Spotify came along. With Spotify, you can literally just type it in and boom, it's there.
Yeah.
So much easier. So your typical
vinyl Alexa, play.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Your typical vinyl record today will cost about $7 to manufacture, and your band at a concert are selling these things at concerts for like $25. So they're making about $17-18 in profit on selling vinyl records. So kudos to those groups that are doing that. And I like the sound of an album. I don't like the fact that you play half the album and then you got to get up and flip it over.
Yeah, and the other thing too, though, is they're not portable. You can't, I mean, again, back to the DJ thing. You can't, and I don't even own a phonograph anymore. I don't have a record player anymore. So even if I wanted to play vinyl, I would have to go out and rebuy the vinyl I sold for God knows what, $50 for like 150 albums years ago when they were early 90s. We were done with them. Never again, So
I have 3 sets of albums.
Yeah.
Mine and 2 exes.
Oh, jeez.
I've got a handful. Are any of them music? I think they're all comedy. Maybe a couple of them might be music albums, but the other ones are comedy ones, and they're not great.
My daughter got a big kick out of 45s.
Yeah.
Because she was like, you mean you stood up and you
played
one record and then I said, no, we stacked them.
Yeah, and then they drop and drop and drop and drop.
She just was like,
yeah,
that was cool technology back in the day.
It kind of was, and I used to love to watch it. It would do the shift. The arm would come back and it would fall, and it was.
Those were awesome. Hey, the house from Home Alone is now listed on Airbnb. Do you want to stay in the house from Home Alone tomorrow? Well, it's apparently a one-night rental for tomorrow night only.
Well, that depends.
Oh.
Harry and Marv won't be there, right?
You get mac and cheese and tarantulas and booby traps.
Ooh.
Yeah, right? Do we really
I want to order a pizza. Keep the
Uh,
change, you filthy animal.
Here's it is. You can rent the Home Alone house.
Wow.
Beautiful. The very same Chicago area home that saw a young Macaulay Culkin get the better of buffoonish Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern. Available December 12th, and it'll cost you $25. I'm sure
That's got to be that. No way. I mean, who wouldn't do that?
that's yeah. What's the catch?
Yeah, exactly.
Perhaps most surprising is the home's host, Buzz McAllister, Kevin's pugnacious older brother.
Huh. Now, are there a lot of people that are allowed in? I mean, is it like going to be like a hotel where they're, because I mean, $25 doesn't sound like they're going to make any money on it.
What's the catch?
Yeah, there is a catch. There has to be.
It's promoting Airbnb. That's what they're doing.
Oh.
It's promoting Airbnb. It's promoting the movie. Yeah, that's what's going on here. It's promoting Airbnb. And
Does it really need to be promoted? And you could promote it for $100. I would spend $100 to stay there. If somebody gave me the opportunity, I'd say, "Here's your 100. I'll go."
But it's in
Absolutely.
Chicago. You could. There must be a link you can sign up.
Oh, I'm sure that I would not get in if it's $25. There's going to be 10,000 people signed up, so it's probably a lottery or something. I don't know. But it's just weird, though. I'm with you, Greg. What's the catch? There is a catch. There has to be.
Mute. Are you there? Check.
Yeah, I'm here.
I think my internet.
No, we left to go to sign up for that
Yeah.
B&B.
Good luck.
I greased their palm with an extra $5 just so they'd pick me. I gave them $30.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's going off the air now, so he can leave.
Zoom is telling us we are back live on YouTube, so I don't know how this is working, but we're apparently back. Wow, that was weird.
Because we took a little vacation.
That was that commercial break brought to you apparently by
Simply Peach.
How to shop for holiday gifts without wasting money. You know, your order has been delayed is become the catchphrase of the year. So this is the best year ever to shop locally. There's just a little tip from yours truly and all your friendly neighborhood small business owners.
Yeah, I was going to say, brought to you by the Small Business Association of Rockford.
Please shop locally. All right. Hopefully it doesn't cut us off again because I want to show this really cool video and pause that because if the music comes on, it'll mess it up. All right. These might be the coolest thing I've seen all week online. Helium-filled drones. Look what these things. They look like they're straight out of War of the Worlds.
They look like balloons.
But those goofy looking leg things off the bottom are just almost freaky.
A little bit.
So they're helium-filled balloons responding to space and humans around them.
And they're drones, though, huh?
They're drones.
Okay, it looks like those surgical gloves that you blow up.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of looks like an ocean almost. Like you're.
Yeah, that's what my first thought was. They took the words out of my mouth.
Cephalopod-like creatures.
Yeah.
Swimming in the air.
Yeah.
I don't know if these are being designed to maybe track weather patterns or something like that eventually.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's what they're telling us.
What are they doing? I don't know.
Yeah. They're going to see what groceries you bought so they can market towards you or whatever.
It's the new UFO. What is it? Well, I can identify that. It's a substance.
Yeah. Okay. It's a jellyfish.
And the last thing on our randoms today, I was going to ask you guys, is there any odd stuff that you hang from your Christmas tree? Whether it's sentimental or an ornament that's made out of your son's first tooth or something goofy. Anything odd that you hang from your Christmas tree?
Nope. Not that I can think of.
This came up because a guy said he wanted to put a string of popcorn on his Christmas tree. And after popping popcorn and eating it while stringing it, he got about 2 feet done. It was like, this is too much work. And he gave up. So I want to say there was one year we did a popcorn string on one of our trees.
Is it popcorn and cranberries?
Yeah, I've heard of that. They sell the cranberries. They're not real cranberries. They're, fake little red cranberries, but they sell the whole thing where you can loop it around your tree.
Preschoolers, but we did it on dental floss. And they made like just little wreaths kind of to take home to put on their trees.
Nice.
But they did cranberries and popcorn on dental floss. But it was funny to see the kids eat the cranberries.
And they go, ooh.
Ooh. The popcorn's good, but not the cranberries.
The red popcorn's not very good.
Yeah. But I don't know. It was an activity we did.
Well, I know we have a handful of like Packers ornaments on our tree, but that's not weird at all. That's totally normal.
Yeah. By the way, we never did do a prediction, so before we go, we got to do a prediction.
All right. Anything to tour around Pause?
Well, I came kind of late, but I don't know why I was running late today. I can do a quick run through. What did I do? I just shut us off.
Don't mute your screen. Let's see if it'll let me spotlight. There we go.
And I didn't give you a cat. No dogs today. So it's quiet in here. We just have people busily working. I guess we spend too much time talking.
I always say I'm going to try to trim down the stuff to talk about, and then I end up talking way longer than I thought.
A couple of orange kitties. Not sure. I have a foster dog. I don't know if you saw it pictured, but I think it's already adopted. It was a 4-pound Chihuahua. Her name is Annabelle, but she's kind of, I didn't want to bring her because there's someone coming in tomorrow or today for adoption pending. So lots of little guys. This one with a messy cage. Just watching the people work.
Lots of
still have lots of kittens. No. Looking at the wrong side. This is WROK. These two, they say Cage Dasher, which I think is funny.
Cage Dasher.
So, I don't know. I find that funny.
Ready to run. Careful when you open the door.
We got a big tiger in there.
Yeah. But both of these say Cage Dasher.
That's funny. With a road runner on it.
Yeah. They try to keep our lives humorous here, which is important. Mm-hmm. There's a sweet little girl. Let's see what Alina. Here's a little black kitty. Pascal. Kind of hard to see with the reflections.
Cat that can do math.
Yeah.
He's hiding. Oh, this is a little female, but they put it on a blue card. Usually at Paws, we have blue cards and pink cards.
Yep.
Kind of when someone comes in very quickly, if you're looking for a boy cat, you look for the blue card, but Pascal got a blue card and she is a female.
All right.
Sweet little girl. Yeah, you're right. I don't know if you heard what Jody said, but when they're little, sometimes they can't tell until they go in to get their surgery, and then they realize, ooh, this boy is a girl.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not do the wrong surgery.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a quick. We have some things coming up, but not quite this week.
Okay.
We've got the 12.
299 pause is the number to call for info.
Was it the 12 hours of adoption is coming up later in the month in an open house.
Awesome. PawsHS.org, their awesome website, PAWSHS.
We're working on it. I heard we've had some troubles with it, which is kind of unnerving when, that's where we get a lot of our adoptions from. So when our website is out, it's kind of scary.
Okay. Get that fixed and let's get into our big number of the week this week. We have 7.3 billion as the big number. 7.3.
That's a big number.
The answer is planning or profit. Planning or profit. Our current score is, it's a tight race to 10. 8-7. Tom's got a 1.
8-7. All right, here we go.
Planning or profit. Give me your answer, please. 3, 2, 1, go.
Planning.
Profit.
Ooh, one of you is getting a point. So, according to Fast Company, employers beware. 23% of American workers are planning to quit their jobs in the next 12 months. Planning's not the answer. Whoa, it's tied 8-8.
Well.
Yeah. In September alone this year, 4.4 million Americans quit their jobs in this continuation of what is being known as the Great Resignation. 7.3 billion is the profit in vaccines that Moderna made on 11.3 billion in vaccine sales the first 9 months of this year.
Wow.
7.3 billion in profit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Profit.
So
Pfizer,
someone's making money on the COVID.
Tons of money. Pfizer also selling vaccines at a profit. They expect a total profit, or they expect total sales this year of $36 billion. And if you make 7.3 billion off of 11.3 billion in sales, you kind of do the math and figure out they're going to make somewhere around, I don't know, $30 billion.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Even in Illinois. All right. Any last minute shout outs today?
Packer prediction. What is it?
Yeah, I want to go high, but I don't know. I'm going to say 38-13. Packers.
Wow. I'm not going to go that high. I'm going to say 26-17. 26-17.
All right.
Joanne, what about you?
No, I'm passing.
Oh, come on.
She predicts more passing than running. Bold prediction, Joanne.
Yeah, bold prediction. Very good.
Well, remember, you definitely change the world when you help one person. So be a blessing to someone this week. We'll try to do the same and meet you back here for another Saturday morning Stateline show next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.